guys, and welcome to another rebuild. This time we're doing Ajax. Now, I know they've recently got a new manager, but they weren't doing too great before then. I want to basically rebuild them, and rebuild them hopefully to better than a couple of years ago, where they had all those good young players. They were in a Champions League semi-final, got knocked out by Tottenham, but they were in a really good position. I want to try and rebuild that, so I've signed a couple of young players. I do, over the next couple of seasons, want to actually take advantage of, whenever it loads, of this place. I want to take advantage of their young academy, but this season I think the squad's too bloated. I have signed a couple of young players, so maybe it's partially my fault. But let's go into my transfers. So the first one is Dutro Fofana, signed for Chelsea in real life, but Foot Manager transfer update is not out yet, and there's a very, very good young player. Pace, flair, determination, only 19, already valued at 15 million. He came in for 7.5, so I think that's a really good deal. Andres Nedrup, everyone knows him, valued at 29 to 36. Good dribbler, good first touch, good passing, good technique, good vision, good off the ball, a really good, well-rounded player. And Ile Zabani, another really good player, potentially raising up to 15 million, valued at 21 to 25. I think he's a really good young player to play at the centre-back. He's 19, signed for Bournemouth in real life, but a really good young potential player there. We've also got Steven Bergwijn, who is a former Tottenham player. Be interesting to see how he does. In terms of the outs, there's only one player I've sold, which is Lissandro Magnilan. Wasn't really good enough, so I sold him for as much as I could get, which was 1.4. Quite happy with that. Staff-wise, I'm mentioning this just purely because when I took over, and I don't know if it's something I did, they literally had no staff at all. I assume it was something I did or something I accidentally clicked, but they had no staff at all, so I've filled the staff as much as I want. There's one more scout I'll potentially get, which is Chief Scout, but other than that, best in the league. Still a couple of coaches to get in, but I'm really happy with how our staff has finished. But that is really it. In the pre-season, we've only had one friendly, which was against Kaffenberg SV. I was busy focusing on getting the staff in. Tactics-wise, this is what I want to go with. The GYRFM Swanzalona, and the main reason being, I want this Shadow Striker role, and I want Kudos. So I want him to be there as Shadow Striker. It's his best role, and just to get the best out of him. I think our wingers, obviously, we've got good wingers as well. We've now brought in another two. So Snedrup's come in, and obviously Fofana's come in. He could potentially play up top as well. He could potentially be our striker. And in midfield, I think I like the idea of a deep line player and a box-to-box. I like to play a bit of a playmaker sitting here, which is what they're known for, like their Frankie de Jongs. Donny sort of can play between the two, but maybe I could get him back. But this is really what I want to go with, and I want to try for the first season. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to simulate the first season. I'll be back then to let you know how we got on and let you know how the youth intake went. Thank you. Bye. Hello, and welcome to the end of season number 1. We have simulated the first season. Let's see how we got on. Okay. So, we won the league, as expected. That was our minimum expectation. We only lost 2 games, which I think is good. 86 points. Let's see if we can build on that and increase on that. We won the Dutch Cup, which is good. Who did we beat? We beat Feyenoord in the final, and we won the Johan Cuff Skull. So we've won a triple. Didn't do well in the Champions League. We only got to the round of 16. We knocked out by Leipzig. But other than that, we've done really well. Let's look at our competition. So, have we got anyone? How are we looking stat-wise? So, Datra Fofana was the most goals with 43. Very, very good. Ocampa's got 17 goals. Assist-wise, Tadic got 16. Bergwijn got 11. So, really good return there. Obviously, we pretty much dominate the Dream 11. So, a really good return there. Let me go into our youth intake, and then what we'll do after that is we'll go into how we've done, how our individual players have gone. So, he was not signed. Who was signed? Mbappe was signed. Muda Rouge was signed, a potential 5-star player. Ibrahim Mensah was signed. Bueno was signed, really good attributes, 15-year-old Colombian, a potential 5-star, he looks really good. Daniel de Groot looks okay. Bobby Diott was not signed. Luke Van Emmerich, again, really good potential. Some really good attributes for a 15-year-old. Mats, potential 5-star, looks really good, really well-rounded. 15. Actually, I'm going to move him to the B squad because I think he looks really good. Tom Coolan, not signed. Silvero. Hakimi, not signed. Hatchim, right, even. Ryan, not signed. Chavero was signed. And Matt Hexim was not signed. But let's go into the individual players. So let's have a look at our players and see sort of who went, who performed and did what. So selection info. So in terms of goals, Stefano was obviously miles, 48 games, 57 goals, which is absolutely incredible. So he's had a really good season. He's developed really well as well. He's quick, he's got good flair. I'm really happy with him with that striker role. Ocampa's done alright. I don't think I'm going to keep him because he's 28. I'd rather give a younger player the opportunity there. Kudos, 16 goals, 8 assists. He's developed quite nicely, falling into his attribute. I'm hoping next season he'll be even better. He's now 4 stars, so hopefully next season he'll be even better. Tadic got 16 goals and 22 assists, but he is 22 now, so he won't have much longer. But his attributes are still incredible for his age, so maybe he will. Bergwijn got 10 goals, 18 assists. He's developed really nice, 45 to 61 million. He is wanted. Who by? Liverpool and PSG. Okay. He's come along really well. Snedgerup, 9 and 7. He's developing a fair bit. Let's have a look at assists. Who's our top assister? Top assister, Tadic says Bergwijn, and it's Timber with 10 assists. So Timber's looking really good as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with how the team are developing. Fofana's done really well. We saw Snedrup's done really well. Average rating, some really good ratings in there. Let's have a look at this guy. So he's developed okay as well. He started quite a lot, but he's looking really good. So I'm quite happy with how our team's developed. There's one player I want to look at, Brian Bobby. Development been a bit hindered by who's starting ahead of him, but he's still 21. He could still improve a little bit. So let's leave potential. Won't pick Fofana next season just to see how they do collectively. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do all our transfers and then I'll see you back for the second season. Bye.